Okay, sorry about that. I've been trying to make a video and uh, my phone keeps saying my storage is full. So I figured I'd delete some things before I make part two of why I love being Pan African. Okay, alright. Um, so, um, the second part of this is um, I've added some personal information to myself. My favorite flowers are um, yellow sunflowers, daisies, white and white and purple lotus flowers. How that story began is um, I, I I was born and raised in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and my in the house I lived in, when I would go to school, um, my mom would always have a flower garden, and she would she would plant them, and sometimes she would have me water them, and I was always attracted to the flowers, and the white the lotus flower, according to ancient Egyptian history, and if I find the video, I can link you to it. Um, yeah, according to ancient Egyptian history, the Kemites, um, yeah, according to the Kemetic spirituality, the Kemites, they worship nature. All right, and so the lotus flower represents masculinity, and the lily represents femininity. Okay, um, so if you have any, but like I said, my personal favorite is not the lily. My personal favorite is um yellow sunflowers, yellow daisies, white and purple lotus flowers. So if you guys wanna send me um some flowers, I will put my email in the link of the description. um oh wait, no, you can't send me flowers yet because I'm not out of my mom's house. But when I get out, you guys can send me some yellow sunflowers and yellow daisies and white lotus flowers. Okay. Now let's get to the subject at hand. Okay. So you have people um in the conscious community, um and even the Black Power movement, that are LGBT. I mean, excuse me, LBGTQ, which of course means lesbian, bisexual, transgender, and queer. Okay. Um. Um. Now, a few months back, I had there were some friends of mine. Well, they were friends. They deleted me from Facebook, because I had made a statement, and I was really bothered at the ignorance of some Pan Africans who were heterosexual. I don't now now keep in mind, I'm not knocking my own sexual um orientation. I'm not knocking it. However, I just can't accept the ignorance from um some heterosexual people that refuse to accept um lesbians and homosexual men, you know, and most of you may not agree with it, and it's okay. Um, However, um, homosexuality has been around since not only ancient times. Okay, um, you, if you want to do modern history, homosexuality has been in Africa since since the since the 17th century. Um, you've had People have had there was a homosexual king. I forget his name. I have the information. I'll put it in the link of the description so you can see it. Okay. So what basically bothered me was people in the Black Power movement and the conscious community just just bashing gays, but then they turn around and say, I have gay people in my community. Hmm. Sounds very hypocrisy like, doesn't it? But anyway, so 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 like um I've heard people like Irritated Genie, um brother Umar Johnson. I um I would love to be friends with homo men, but I couldn't have sex with them at all. I'm sorry, that's not my thing. Um, Although I have revealed some truths about myself, and I will do that in another video, just not in this one. Um, um, Excuse me. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. All right. So like I've heard some of the things that Irritated Genie and Dr. Umar Johnson have said. They say that homosexuality came from Greek culture, and from the Romans, but no, even Africans have accepted homosexuality as their nature. I mean, of course, yes, that's true. Yes, it's true that we don't have to uh, accept it, but they do have a divine nature. Okay, they do have it. All right. Um, they do have a place. Black Black homosexual people do have a place in spirituality. This goes for lesbians too, but and I heard some of the things that Dr. Umar Johnson and Irritated Genie have said. Um, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like it. I'm gonna be brutal. I do not like it. All right, because when it's all said and done, these Africans that are homosexual, they are our brother and sister, and they want to be accepted too. I'm 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 one of the wise heterosexuals, okay? And my kundalini has risen because of my true spiritual understanding of not just heterosexuality, but the homosexual men and the lesbians, as well as bisexual and transgender. Okay, so what I've decided to do, and that is coming. I will create a I I'm very smart. I'm very smart. I am going to create a system that will allow black people that are homosexual and lesbian, bisexual, transgender. I will allow for them to have a system to where they will be allowed to participate in Pan Africanism, because I've said it on Facebook. I've said it on Facebook and I've said it on Instagram. You know, I I'm I'm not going to call homosexual men and homosexual women a bunch of faggots and bunch of soft cookies, because that would affect my spirit. Okay, because as I've stated that I'm androgynous. Okay, I like a trim, a facial trim, and I'm not just a rapper. I'm also a singer too, and I'm a punk rocker. I'm a Afro punk. Now I went from being European punk to Afro punk now. Haha. But anyway, like I'm just tired of the prejudice and hate. um I don't care about Europeans. I care about us. I'm tired of the prejudice and hate towards us as African people. Let's stick to the subject here. Let's not get to your critical emotions here, okay? Um I want to say this to not just the black LGBTQ community. I want to say this to our black people that are Pan African. Period. We have to start supporting each other and loving our own. Okay, excuse me. Because there are a group of elite Europeans that want to wipe us out. All right, we have to start coming together. We have to start unifying. All right, because it's like, because as I've said before, a a nation that revolutionizes together unifies together. So what I mean when we say we have to revolutionize with each other, what I'm saying is, I'm saying this, okay? And you can call me crazy, a weirdo, faggot. I don't look. I don't give a damn, okay? What I'm saying is, it doesn't matter if you're straight, bisexual, transgender, queer, genderqueer. I don't care if you are African and you will at least accept a sense of of Pan African spirituality and black political knowledge into your mind. I am for you. But if you are one of those black people that act Negropean, I don't even want to talk to you. Get away from me. You understand what I'm saying? So um I'm political, but I'm more African spiritual centered. I deal with the